All right. Well, hey, how's it going, you guys? So, I first want to start off this video by saying that I am very sorry for the delay in some uploads and in some videos. And of course, if you know what I'm talking about, you would know that my NASCAR stop motion series, I have not really been working on it. I gotta be really honest with you. Just haven't worked on it. I just hadn't really been making it. I have been filming some scenes, but a change is probably going to be coming very soon. I have to debate as to whether or not that's going to happen or not, but we're going to have to wait and see just kind of how things go. But just sort of overall, that's just really what I want to just get out of the way here. And that is, the simple fact of the matter is that yes, there hasn't been a delay in some videos, especially those NASCAR stop motion videos, and I really am wanting to finish the series. But however, though, I feel like that I need to just make a video and all that sort of stuff. Could maybe talk about this comic right here. We're not going to talk about this comic book, but of course I do want to give a big shout out to Tombstone Row for this comic. If you know, you know. But anyways, a little shout out to you almost. So, yeah, but anyways, one video that I've been wanting to do, another one that I've been wanting to do for quite some time now, but I haven't found the time to do it, is some more Star Wars The Black Series videos. Now, I have made one before, which was talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi. And of course, I think that video did extremely well. And it's only a matter of time before I think I do another one. Now, I have a lot, and I mean a lot of Black Series figures. And I'm thinking, holy shit, it'd be pretty cool if I did a whole entire video series of me just showing off my collection and all that sort of stuff. Which I do eventually want to do. And I eventually will probably make a part 2 to that Kenobi video, considering that there's some more Kenobi figures coming out. And maybe actually one of these few days, there's going to be a video talking about just one Obi-Wan Kenobi figure, which I'll talk about that here in a bit. So here today, I have a small assortment of figures from the newest Star Wars video game, and that is Jedi Survivor. So before I do begin the video, I want to put this out here, and that is Jedi Survivor, as of right now, it's still a very new video game. In today's video, though, I'm not going to be mentioning any spoilers towards Jedi Survivor, but I will be pointing out some other stuff. Like, I will be, of course, mentioning kind of some obscure stuff to kind of give a little bit more of a background as to some of these characters. That is very important to mention here, and that is Jedi Survivor so far does not have that many figures. There's a lot of Jedi Fallen Order figures, which I do eventually want to do someday down the line. But I want to start off with Jedi Survivor first because there's not too many figures. And besides, basically it's just going to be like, oh, this is a repaint and all that sort of stuff of this figure and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's just what I would want to get out there. So with that being said in mind, let's get into sort of the video. So starting off here first with our first Jedi Survivor figure. Gotta make sure I say Survivor, not Fallen Order. We have Cal Kestis right here. Of course, the main Jedi that you play throughout the game. And all that sort of stuff. Now, I have actually played Jedi Survivor on my cousin's PlayStation 5. I have a PlayStation 4 that they gave me as a handy-down. One of these years, I am going to get a PlayStation 5 for my own. Only when Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. I'm not going... Even if I do buy a PlayStation 5, I'm not going to be just importing Grand Theft Auto 5 again. So, yeah, here we go. We have Cal Kestis here. Now, initially at first, I wasn't going to get this figure. Now, Cal Kestis is, out of all these figures that I have right here, he is the only one with a new sculpt. Of course, as you can see, no pins in the joints. And he does have a brand new lightsaber hilt also as well. So that makes things pretty cool as well. And the articulation also is very basic also as well, and all that sort of stuff. Um, yeah. Now, of course, Cal Kestis has multiple. You can customize Cal Kestis any way you want in a game. However, though, of course, Hasbro went for his default look, which, I mean, we're really going to ask Hasbro to make all the versions of Cal Kestis. Actually, that'd be pretty awesome if they did that, but I doubt they will, because there's other figures to make of. So, yeah. So, yeah, just looking here at Cal real quick. This is a definite improvement from the last Cal Kestis figure. This one definitely looks like the actor. Forget his name. It's Cameron something. But I think it really does look like him. And overall, just looks really cool. My last Cal Kestis figure I really like a lot. It's just that over time, he can't hold his lightsabers anymore. So that's one thing I'm going to point out when we do that Jedi Fallen Order review. But yeah, Cal Kestis is looking pretty cool. Now, the articulation on this figure is very basic. You know, very basic with Black Series figures. You know, single jointed elbows, which, as you can see, it can bend in that far. I don't think, yeah, it pretty much reaches 90 degrees almost. Of course, there are hinges at the hands, so you can get them in this gun wielding position. Of course, you know, there's also single jointed knees as well, which can get into 90 degrees. And there is actually, oh wait, no, there isn't. I honestly thought that he had a boot swivel, but no, only the calf or the knee down below can swivel. You know, it does have ankle pivot and all that sort of stuff, the basics. And so with Cal Kestis, he of course has his, well, main, of course, companion. Of course, that being, as I'm just going to put Cal right here, his main companion throughout the throughout the video game is BD1. Now, BD1 pretty much is an accessory and all that sort of stuff, which I gotta say, Hasbro, and I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. But I just gotta get this off my chest here, and that is BD1 right here is the exact same size and has the exact same size as Grogu, Baby Yoda. And he is considered a full figure. Now, I don't know if that's just because BD1's not that really of a more popular character. Well, he does have his fan. BD1 does has his fans, but he's not really well known throughout the Star Wars. Like, he's not really ingrained into pop culture, like, not like Baby Yoda and all that sort of stuff. So, like, I don't know. Basically, we have BD1 here, which basically is an accessory. But why is, like, once again, why is, like, Grogu, Baby Yoda, like, a full-on figure? And that's also kind of the same thing with that Luke Skywalker and Grogu 2-pack from the book of Boba Fett, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so that was Cal Kestis. Now it is time to get into some of the figures that are just basically reuses of previous other figures. So let's first start off here with the B1 Battle Droid. Now, throughout the game, Cal Kestis, oh yeah, I hit my ankle just right now, but okay. So throughout the video game, you fight B1 Battle Droids. And you also fight Magma Guards, you also fight Commando Droids. Oh yeah, you also fight Super Battle Droids too. Funny how they don't yell out meat bags detected throughout the game. That would have been pretty funny. And all that sort of stuff, but yeah, so anyways. So the B1s and all the battle droids in the game, along with the droidicas also as well, which kind of funny how we don't have any of those figures. We only have the B1, and we're getting the Magma Guard in a later Black Series wave coming shortly and all that sort of stuff. Had to check if I wasn't bleeding or not. Because I guarantee you, if Hasbro if they were to have those molds, they would definitely be putting these figures out for order and all that sort of stuff. And actually, funny enough, this figure has been out since December or November. It actually took me a while to get just because it's like, it's a B1 battle droid. It's nothing really all that special. For what it is, the B1 battle droid, it's a cool figure. It's just, for me, he's just super lanky. Basically, the articulation on this figure is also just super weak. And yeah, just for the most part, he's just really, in my personal opinion, I don't really like the B1 battle droids as Black Series figures, just because they're just hard to stand up. And even now, I'm having a hard time just to put him. All right, screw it. He's just going to lean on my little thing right here and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so moving on from there, we have, and no, this is not Rick, the door technician. But no, we just have a normal Riot, or I should say, yeah, a normal Scout Trooper right here. Which you do, of course, this is a enemy that is returning to Star Wars, to the Star Wars Jedi games. But this time around, he has a shield. And of course, he still has a baton and all that sort of stuff. Now, out of all of these figures, which basically this is the only one that's out of all of them, this one, of course, is a reuse. I really do hope that they do not change the Scout Trooper mold, because, I mean, goddamn, I think the Scout Trooper mold is just a fantastic mold that I really don't want them to change it. But I feel like if they are going to change it, they're probably going to make the Clone Trooper version of this. But yeah, basically, he's just a reuse. He basically includes with the same accessories. He does have the little gun right here. He did come with that, but I honestly lost that just because, why would the Scout Troopers be using that tiny, like, little gun? Wouldn't they be using, like, E11s or something like that? But yeah. So basically, like the last figure, he basically has these straps, which are new. This new baton piece, which I think can extend. This part can. So yeah, that part can extend up and all that sort of stuff. And he does come with a little ride shield, which this is a new piece, by the way. It's not one that comes from like a First Order Stormtrooper or anything like that. So yeah, the Ride Scout Trooper. I think this is a pretty cool figure. If you want some Scout Troopers, I definitely recommend that you do get this. I have the first version from Fallen Order. And I do have the one from Return of the Jedi, which, once again, the Scout Troopers is an awesome figure. And the last figure we're going to be talking about here is a figure that, now, once again, I'm not going to go ahead and just shit on Hasbro for this, because a lot of people like to do so, blindly hate on Hasbro. So we have a K2S, not a K2SO figure, it is one, but this is a KX security droid. Now, Cal Kestis does fight these guys in Survivor and in Fallen Order. Now, the one thing that's very important to mention, this is inaccurate. And really because of, well, if you've seen the meme, basically, of this guy punching Cal in the gut, which, goddamn, that must have fucking hurt, getting punched in the gut by a droid. Especially this one, this Terminator-looking-esque one. Which, once again, this is the K2SO body mold, which is not a bad mold. Actually, I really like this. And once again, I don't think this is one that needs to change. They could just basically, if Hasbro just re-releases this one, like for a Book of Boba Fett one, or any other project, I wouldn't complain. You got to have more of these guys, since it's not just K2SO, you know, and all that sort of stuff. But this isn't accurate. This has the wrong paint scheme. It's supposed to be in this cream, like vanilla color. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's a whitish color, and of course, as you can see, it is very inaccurate. Now, I have to assume, once again, this, along with the Ride Scout Trooper, were one of the first early releases. And I had to assume that Hasbro, you know, they were just working with what they had, some concept ideas. Now, for the most part, Hasbro do get some of them correct, more than, you know, the Hasbro Marvel Legends team, which basically they can't get them right because Marvel likes to change things at the last minute because they just CGI everything. But yeah, I can't fault Hasbro for this because they were working with concept. And for what it is, actually, I have to say, I don't like that cream color. I prefer the K2SO or the KX security droid just to be all black. Makes them look cooler. But yeah, basically the only new pieces he comes with is this big old backpack. And then, of course, the Riot baton, as you can see, which does the same feature. And once again, just, the K2SO body mold is fantastic. The droid sculpts are really good, really for the most part, which, I mean, come on, Hasbro, where's that B2 battle droid? Where are those droidicas? And where are those commando droids? Come on, Hasbro, where are they? But anyways, that really is it. So yeah, that's basically the Jedi those are the Jedi Survivor figures. Now, once again, these are the only ones that we have out so far. Now, Hasbro has not really confirmed, and San Diego Comic-Con, oh, by the way, is coming out very soon. Now, although I'm pretty sure we're not going to get any new movies or anything like that announced because of the writers and the actors strike, which I do want to just say that I'm all for the writers and the actors. Regardless if movies and TV shows nowadays, even if they're so bad, hey, the writers still deserve a fair payout and all that sort of stuff. But I do, and all that sort of stuff. Like, once again, I do support the writers and the writers mostly. The average everyday person like me and all that sort of stuff. It's not just about the Tom Cruises or the big A-list stars and all that sort of stuff. It's not about them. It's about the middle guy, the small guys, and all that sort of stuff. However, though, I do have to say, though, at San Diego Comic-Con, that I'm pretty sure Hasbro are going to announce some new figures. Now, some of the new figures that they have announced are just some Kenobi repaints. And also a brand new Star Killer figure, which I am super excited for to be released. I'm really excited for that figure. I'm probably maybe going to do a review on that. Not the one that's going up for $100, because that's for collectors and all that sort of stuff. That's for people that can spend that money. I just can't because, I basically don't really buy many figures that much anymore. I gotta, get some, I gotta, take care of myself and all that sort of stuff. But, so in terms of, Jedi sort of Survivor, I have a good feeling, though, that Hasbro could possibly reveal some new figures. Now, I do want to go ahead and just say that I feel like that Hasbro are only going to re-release just repaints. Like, they're probably going to re-release the Patrol Trooper, probably the Jump Trooper, and any other just sort of, generic goons from the game. Like, I doubt that they're gonna, pipeline a Bode, Marin, what else? Seer. Like, I kind of doubt that. However, though, I do think, though, I really want a ISB Cal Kestis, which, oh shit, should I have spoiled that? Fuck. Okay, anyways, you don't need to hear about that, basically. The game's been out for already, but as we all know, in the game, Cal Kestis dresses up as an Imperial and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, there's that. I also won't be surprised if maybe there's some more Purge Troopers. What if they made a Ninth Sister figure? That'd be pretty cool. I doubt they're gonna do that, because that's just too much of a unique mold for them to do. And besides, I mean, the second game doesn't really involve around the Inquisitors anyway. So yeah. But anyways, though, guys, tell me what you all think of these figures in the comments below. Do you like these figures? Do you think that Hasbro should really not be re-releasing any figures? They should be making new figures every single day. Which, if you feel like that, tell me that in the comments. So that being said, guys, there is, just a moment ago before I did start this video, I did buy something from eBay. It is something NASCAR related. And let's just say it's of a driver that has been really struggling this year, but we should commemorate his success from last season. That will be shown very soon. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.